Okay, I'm going to wait for some people to log on to see if you can hear me now. It's a day. It is Sunday. No, it's not Sunday. It's Monday, September 25th. It's 8:34 now. It is now past time for our mindful moment. I'm Dr. Jonathan Zenz. I'm the minister at Unity of Tucson. And Sherry says I can hear you, and I'm giggling. That's it happens. It happens. And it's funny because what I intend to talk about today, you may laugh. Okay, so I'm gonna start over again. Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, September 25th. It's 8:34 a.m. It is time once again for our mindful moment. See, I can get right back in it. I'm Dr. Jonathan Zenz. I am the spiritual leader here at Unity of Tucson. And the mindful moment is an opportunity that we take every single weekday here in this virtual setting on Facebook and on YouTube to share in some spiritual practice together, to offer a spiritual idea for contemplation, to set our tone for the day, and also concretize or solidify that idea through the practice of affirmative prayer. Why do I do this? I do this every single weekday because it's helpful for me, frankly, to be consistent in my spiritual practice. And what I have found is that consistency in my spiritual practice has allowed me to um, enhance the quality of my life. Right where I am, I'm enhancing the quality of my life through spiritual practice. That's what it's all about. Whether you are watching live or on the replay, I would love to have you post a comment now that you can hear me. If you see the earlier video from like a few minutes ago, and I won't delete it because I think it's hilarious. If you see the earlier video, like apparently there was no sound. That was a joke. So Sherry is here. She says, yes, I can. She can hear, and she's giggling. Good morning from Anita. William is biking, but said, say hi to Jonathan or Johan. Johan, that's me. Mirta, I can hear you just fine. Yes, this is my second try today, Mirta. I had to go live twice because the first stream, the microphone was not working for some reason. So yes, throw some comments up there. I always love to know who's with me. I do want to offer this reminder, of course, which is to say, you are love, you are light, you are life, you are magnificent. And I am so grateful that you are shining your light and sharing your magnificence. I'm grateful that you are shining your light and sharing your magnificence. Vera, grateful to see you watching over on YouTube. And Sherry, oh, microphone. Ah. I always say technology is an amazing thing. It's a magnificent thing when it works. It's working now. So the irony of this. Like, if there's irony, this is what makes me funny. There's a little irony in this because what I wanted to talk about today was the perception of failure. When my microphone fails me, and here's the thing, I could very easily get into the frame of mind of, oh, the technology didn't work and it's a reflection on me and the way that I approach my life as a minister and the way that I want to be, you know, I want to have this idea of perfection in the world. Well, first of all, let's let go of the notion of perfection, recognizing that the inherent truth of our being is perfect. It's perfect. Because I think that what I have found in my life is that only when I get lost in this notion of perfection being like a necessity in my life do I find failure being a part of my experience. And here's the thing about failure: failure is only a perception. Failure is only a perception. It's true, it's only a perception. If I think that I have failed, it's because I have decided that what has unfolded is a failure. What if we started to turn everything around and say, hey, maybe that didn't work out to my highest. Maybe it didn't work out in the way that I thought it should. Maybe I didn't work out in the way that I wanted it to. But I look at it as an opportunity for something else to be known, for something else to be expressed, and let go of the perception that it was a failure. Because here's the thing, if we live in the construct or the consciousness of failure, it may stop us from proceeding. I have found that to be true in my life. If I think that I have failed in some manner, if I failed in some manner, that I am going to, fail again. Well, you know what? I will fail again. Things are not going to work out the way I think they should. But what if they're working out better than I thought they should? And my perception of the way that they had worked out as a failure stops the forward momentum. Something to think about. I people so my former career, so funny, I still talk about my former career all the time. I'm sure that it's a joke among many people that I talk about my one-time life as an actor, singer, director, producer, sound designer, all those things. I used to have a career in the theater, and and a lot of that comes through in the way I approach ministry. I don't know if you've noticed that, but it has. It comes through in the way I approach my ministry. But when people find out that I was an actor, sometimes, well, the first question often is, have you been in anything that I would know? And I say, well, you might know some of the shows that I have performed in. You might not know the production I was in or have seen the production I was in, but you might know some of the shows I've been. I guarantee you, a lot of the shows you will have never heard of before. And then there's an inevitable follow-up question. Oh, well, were you ever on Broadway? No, I wasn't on Broadway. And there's this idea that people might look at that and say, oh, that was a failure. That's a failure. It's a construct of failure. Um, and for me, it's not. I was never on Broadway. Is it an idea that, like, oh, it has an appeal to me? Sure, the appeal of Broadway is there, but that's not the whole of professional theater that's available in this world. And so the majority of my career was in Los Angeles theater. And I was quite busy in Los Angeles theater. I worked all the time in Los Angeles theater, but I was never on Broadway. So some people might look at that and say, "Oh, well, you didn't really make it then, did you?" No, I made it. It was that. I don't look at that as a failure. If I perceived that never being on Broadway was a failure, then I would be a failure. So what are the things perhaps that are in your life that maybe we can redefine? Things we may look at our history and say, "Ugh, that was a failure." Maybe redefine it. Let go of the notion that it was a failure, because there is no such thing as a failure. Failure is only perception. Failure is only perception. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to work with today. That's what I'm going to work with today. I want to say hello to Audrey. Love, light, magnificent. It's a wonderful feeling. It sure is. Anna is saying hello. Good morning from Anna. Roberta is watching as well. Grateful to see you here. So let's take this into some affirmative prayer together. I'm going to guide us in some affirmative prayer. So if it is safe and comfortable for you to close your eyes, if that is how you would like to experience this, I invite you to do so. It's not a requirement, as I always say. Just allow yourself to do whatever is right for you to bring yourself to a moment of focused awareness and let go of what has preceded this moment, let go of any anticipation for what may unfold, and just be here now. Just be here now, wherever here is. Just be here now. Just allow. I am aware. I am aware right in this moment, for this is the only moment, right here, right now. Right in this moment, I am aware that there is only source. There is only magnificence. There is only creative flow. There is only love. There is only God. And irrespective of what word we place upon it, this magnificent creative source energy is all there is. And there is no limitation to it. It is infinite. And it is unfolding itself in expressions of creation. It is in a consistent state of unfoldment. And this is who and what we are. We are this light, this life, this power, this joy, this magnificent peace, this beauty, this wisdom. We are the flow of the God source energy. We are the God source energy. This is our identity. And there is nothing separate from, there is only God source energy. And so we are, each and every one of us, of God. Our wholeness is God. Every last molecule, every aspect of us is God. And so, from this understanding, I know the word I speak right now is backed by this infinite creative power because it is the infinite creative power expressing by means of me in this moment and in every moment. And so I formalize this moment into a greater awareness that there is only success, that this is a perception I choose to welcome in my consistent frame and habitualized state of mind. That success is assured because success is a perception, success is a decision. And so everything that unfolds, I welcome as successful. There is no such thing as a misstep except in what I decide is a misstep. And so I know that all that I perceive as missteps are simply opportunities for what is next. And so I needn't be diminished by any perception of misstep. I am emboldened and awakened to the more magnificent unfoldment in accepting and welcoming that which is. And I know that every opportunity that presents itself in expression is an opportunity to know something more great, more grand, to know something deeper, to know and experience God more magnificently. For there's always room in the infinite for greater expressions. There's always room for expansion. There is always room for magnificence. There is always room for more. And so I welcome the unfoldment. And it is with a grateful heart that I simply allow. This appreciation overflows from within, and I know that in gratitude and appreciation that this word spoken is the law of life and the manner in which my life unfolds. And I know that as each and every one of us accepts at the level of our willingness, at the level of our understanding, at the level of our acceptance, that we each and every one of us feel this perfection unfolding as well. I hold firm that this is so in my own heart. And so, with gratitude and grace, I simply let it be. I simply let it be. I trust it as so and affirm it easily and effortlessly by saying, and so it is. And so it is. Always grateful to share this time with you. Looking forward to another glorious day and looking forward to also to seeing you again tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. right here, whether you're watching live on Facebook or YouTube or you're watching on the replay on Facebook or YouTube. I am available every single weekday at 8:30 a.m. Yes. I do, of course, want to remind everyone that we have our gratitude gala coming up. If you would like to join us for this joyful evening under the stars, it's going to be so much fun dancing and dinner and silent auction. So much fun, 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 fun as we celebrate our gratitude and celebrate the good that we have and we share here at this spiritual center. Would love to see you there. It's on November 10th, 2023. Starts at 5 p.m. It's going to be out at the 49ers Country Club. And you can scan that QR code or go online to unitytucson.com and find the information there. Would love to have you celebrate with us. So join us for that. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace and blessings to you all. Keep shining your light. You are magnificent. And you know what? You know what's even better? You know what the best news about that is? There's nothing you need to do to be magnificent. Just be magnificent because it's the truth of your being. You are magnificent. I recognize that in you and I celebrate that in you and as you. I look forward to seeing you again. Peace and blessings. Bye, everybody.